Alienware's new X14 laptop is one of several new laptop models Dell introduced at CES 2022, but it sticks out as an altogether new laptop type. The Alienware X14 is designed in the smooth, semi-futuristic manner for which the X series is renowned. The laptop, which is made of CNC aluminum and magnesium alloy parts, weighs 4 pounds when it is first unpacked and assembled. It has a pretty large footprint, measuring 12.6 by 10.3 by 0.57 inches, yet it is still tiny enough to be carried around easily and comfortably. Lunar Light is the only chassis color that is currently available. The Alienware X14, according to Dell, is the thinnest Alienware laptop to date. Because of its dual torque element hinge, the system is able to attain this thinness without sacrificing any of its functionality. Because of this, the laptop can attain a maximum Z height of 0.57 inches when paired with a maximum graphics power of 85 watts. According to Dell, the X14 would be either bulkier or less powerful if the hinge were not there. This tiny and light design is a blessing for anybody searching for a gaming laptop that they can carry around in their backpack without having to have back surgery within a couple of years. But it does have one little downside: you can only purchase it with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 graphics card. In part, this is due to the fact that a more powerful GPU would either burn up in this chassis or would have to operate at such a lower power that it wouldn't be worthwhile. Another factor contributing to this GPU constraint is the design of the cut-down cooling. Alienware's X15 and X17 laptops have been downsized from their previous quad-fan layout to a single dual-fan configuration, which is in stark contrast to the M15 and M17 setup. A new narrow keyboard from Alienware with a 1.5mm key travel and support for N-key rollover technology, as well as anti-ghosting technology, is introduced with this laptop, which is the first of its kind. When playing competitive multiplayer games, having a short trip time is essential. Though I found the keyboard to be functional, I'd like to see how it performs under normal use. As far as I can tell, it looks to be a great keyboard for playing video games. The touchpad has a nice and responsive feel to it. For the time being, though, I'm not going to pass judgment on the touchpad owing to my little experience with it thus far. It's comparable to the keyboard in terms of performance for gaming. The Alienware X14 has a 16:9 1080p display, which is a bit outdated in terms of gaming laptop display resolutions. The fact that Alienware isn't providing a faster or better resolution display is a disappointment, especially given the device's overall performance potential. In person, I found the HDR-capable display to be quite brilliant and colorful. Although the resolution is limited to 1080p at its highest setting, it is suitable for the 14-inch screen size and does not detract from the whole experience. And given Dell's desire to position this as a cheap gaming laptop, we can overlook the lack of 4K and OLED display options. Because of the screen's fast reaction time, games should seem fluid even when there is a lot of activity going on the screen. In addition, the NVIDIA G-Sync technology ensures a fluid gaming experience. Fortunately, the system is capable of supporting both G-Sync and Advanced Optimus technology. While using G-Sync and Advanced Optimus, the Alienware X14 should have no issues with screen tearing while still maintaining a respectable battery life in its class. When it comes to battery life, I don't expect it to be the best, but Optimus does at least allow the laptop to convert to integrated graphics when it is not gaming. The huge 80-watt-hour battery should also be beneficial since it provides significantly more power than the Razer Blade 14's 62-watt-hour battery. Because the Alienware X14 only has up to an RTX 3060 graphics card, you shouldn't expect it to be able to run Red Dead Redemption 2 at 4K or anything like that. However, it is equipped with the newest Intel H-series CPU, which should allow it to at the very least keep up with the finest gaming laptops in terms of CPU performance when compared to the competition. Due to its relatively high maximum graphics power of 85 watts, the RTX 3060 setup on an ultra-thin laptop shouldn't suffer as much in terms of performance as other devices with the same GPU. That, however, will be totally dependent on how efficient the cooling system is, and it is here that the Alienware X14 will either sink or float in the end. Even though the Alienware X14's tiny size is one of its distinguishing characteristics, this is primarily a gaming laptop. The importance of performance cannot be overstated. The Alienware X14 is powered by the newest 12th generation Intel Core i7 processors, which are either the 12700H or the 12900H in configuration. Both CPU are 4 to 5 watts and have 14 cores and 20 threads each, making them equally powerful. More crucially, you have a choice between the RTX 3050, 3050 Ti, or 3060 graphics cards. The RTX 3060 is the card you want. as it has a maximum graphics power of 85 watts and is the most powerful currently available. The Alienware X14's cooling system has a few tricks up its sleeve that you should be aware of. As with the other X-series Alienware laptops, this laptop is equipped with vapor chamber cooling in addition to the same thermal interface material as the others. Unfortunately, the material is only accessible on the Alienware X14 when equipped with the RTX 3060 graphics card. With its ultra-thin profile, the Alienware X14 cannot accommodate connections like an HDMI and USB-A. Instead, those connections are located on the back of the device, leaving only the USB-C port on the sides. Currently, 2 of the USB-C ports are Thunderbolt 4 connectors, with the other being an older USB 3.2 Gen 2 port. However, it is through these USB-C connectors that the Alienware X14 receives its power supply. The huge proprietary barrel plug is no longer in use. On the rear of the device, you'll also discover a microSD card port. Connectivity is supplied via either a killer or an Intel Wi-Fi 6E card, as well as Bluetooth 5.2 technology. The Alienware X14 is equipped with a lithium-ion battery with an output of 80 watt-hours. The X series also contains Alienware's hyper-efficient voltage regulation technology, which is designed to reduce power consumption and increase performance. This technology is capable of regulating the graphics voltage in up to 12 phases, 8 phases, and 7 phases. This will ensure that performance remains high even during extended game sessions. We have another video coming up on the Alienware X14's battery benchmarks. The Alienware X14 is equipped with a camera with a resolution of 720p, which is housed in the bezel above the display. While I wasn't able to personally test the webcam, that's a lesser resolution than several of this laptop's competitors, including the revised Razer Blade 14 from this year, which was improved to 1080p resolution. Fortunately, the Alienware X14 is equipped with a built-in infrared camera that can be used to authenticate with Windows Hello. Some gaming laptops do not include this feature despite the fact that it is extremely handy and safe. The audio system in the Alienware X14 is a pretty basic set of stereo speakers. However, the inclusion of Dolby Atmos throughout the whole lineup of Alienware laptops has improved the stereo picture of the music significantly. Even though we aren't sure when the Alienware X14 will be available, we expect it to hit shop shelves within the next few months at the latest. Furthermore, we don't know how much this item will cost, but given that it is capable of reaching max performance with an RTX 3060, we doubt it will be that pricey. Dell may choose to charge a premium for this gadget, though, because the sales pitch is that it is a high-end gaming device that can be carried around like a laptop-sized device. In any case, we won't know anything until Dell makes this information publicly available.